just seeing Kim has made comments. So it's
I know when Pam was doing one time, I was started watching her, and she goes, "Oh, Uncle Rick, hi." So
yeah, there's but we're not actually doing it. So she was doing the stream with Instagram Live, and you can do a stream with Instagram Live, but we're using the Restream
because we're doing
software.
multiple. Got it.
Yeah. We could focus on doing one and then just tell everyone, hey, we're going to be on this platform, and go from there. So
Yeah. Now, after we say all that about the have vaginas, boys have penises, we also understand you can be whoever you want to be.
right.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
We do not. Everything is good. We don't care. I got to think. That's
right.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just don't force me to agree with your wannabe perspective about
it. I'm telling you, if my girl had to race against a guy in the swimming pool, I might have to jump in the pool and save her. That's all I got to say.
What about if they had to change before the swim meet in the same locker room? Just saying.
That would not ever happen. Ever.
Yeah. See, this is why we are real American boys, because we think that women should have their own locker rooms. There shouldn't be men in the locker rooms, and that men should have their own locker rooms, and there shouldn't be women in the locker rooms. But, we'll probably get banned in the first episode of our.
Well, we already got kicked off of Twitter. Was it Twitter we got kicked off?
Yeah, we set up a Twitter account back in June, and I never did anything with it. And when I went to use it today to get it set up so we could do a live stream, it said that your account has been permanently banned or discounted or whatever they said. So I created another one. So yeah, and I mean, and we didn't even. That'll get us banned, I'm sure. Mackerel. Oh yeah.
That's turned out right,
Yeah. So if we ever get an audience, they're going to come back to these things and totally kick us off. It'll be like these people recently that were like, well, you said 4 years ago that you didn't like black people or something. You're like, 4 years ago they said that? It's like, what the heck, So, and we don't have a problem with black people. We don't have a problem with white people. We don't have a problem with Asian people. We don't have a problem with anybody, Humans are humans. It doesn't matter what color they are, and that's the way we feel.
Yeah.
We just don't go along with all the political BS that seems to be going on right now, and so we could say something like the Chinese Communist Wuhan flu, and not be like, oh, we got to go attack Chinese people because they're not the ones that started the virus. It's like, common sense is all it takes, people. Just some common sense, We're not.
Yeah.
We don't condone violence against people. We just think it's just ridiculous.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Your problem, not mine.
Right.
I'm not trying to. If you take what I say, I'm not going to apologize. I'm trying to speak the truth. And
right. We're trying to follow the science. You remember that? Where you're supposed to follow the science,
We only follow the science when we really want. That's what we figured out in the last whatever. Follow the science. Follow the science when warming. But when it comes to boys and girls, we don't have to follow the
Did you just mention global warming? Holy mackerel, how did you get into that?
Jesus, I can't believe I just did
that. Well, here we go down another rabbit trail, so this will be great. And this is how our conversations usually go. What's that?
I said I gotta have
you're going to have a drink. Yeah. I'm drinking water out of a Chick-fil-A cup because I actually like Chick-fil-A. And my brother can attest, I eat at Chick-fil-A way too much.
Too much, yes. Almost every day.
No, I don't eat every day anymore because I have the shake that I usually have in the morning. So that kind of prevents me from going to breakfast. The only time I go to breakfast at Chick-fil-A is if we're running out of fruit or something, or
then
ran
there's
out of orange
that.
juice.
Then there's that topic, the topic of exercise.
Well, they say that the people who were more fit were less likely to catch COVID-19.
Exactly.
So, so my brother and I have both caught COVID-19. So,
twice I got it. And I had the shot.
Double vaccinated, got the
but
booster.
I had the vaccination.
Yeah.
Got the first shot and the first 2 shots because I just, using my own head, I'm thinking, why would shot?
What can it hurt, right?
What's that?
What can it hurt, right? It's supposed to help prevent me from getting the COVID-19 virus.
Well, my personal thinking was, why would I get the COVID has changed, has morphed 2 or 3 times, and they're still giving the same. I get another shot. It doesn't make sense. But
yeah, so we have talked about this before. Yeah, we have talked about this before. So when you have a mutation of a virus, the original vaccine doesn't seem like from our unprofessional, undoctored position that a vaccine for the original virus is not going to work very well on a mutated virus. So
when the flu shot comes out and it mutates, they tell you it's probably not going to work mutated. And that's just one mutation. Okay?
Right.
And I understand after one mutation, I get that because it's still similar. But after 2 or 3, what is the sense? And what is it? But what's it? 5 mutations now or 100?
I don't know. I stopped paying attention, to be honest with you. So
COVID 27 or something. No, that's
hey, but they're trying to change away from COVID-19 over to monkeypox. So just saying,
they're trying to do what?
Over to monkeypox. They're trying to get the fear of monkeypox.
No, that didn't work. Even though they claimed a national disaster, whatever Biden did, nobody really bought it. Most people don't have to worry about that.
Well, we're not really going to say why most people don't have to worry about that. But
I think I read a thing. It was 95% of the people were getting it or bisexual. So most of the people don't have to. So
Yeah, I saw a thing. I think it's on Fox News. Because I watch Fox News a lot, but they, Fox News. But they had a doctor on there, and the doctor was like trying to be very politically correct. Yeah, but it was great because she's trying to be very politically correct, and so the person
politically correct. You really can't.
Right. But the person that was asking her was like, so can you contact monkeypox from the airborne virus? And she's like, well, no, you really can't contact it with an airborne virus. It's not really an airborne virus. So if you brush by somebody that has monkeypox, will it transmit then? And she finally says it takes prolonged, intimate contact in order to spread the monkeypox virus. So well, you can't get more specific than that without actually saying what's going on. So, but then you see these little kids that are getting monkeypox around their face. It's like, wait a minute, how did they get monkeypox on their face?
And then I'm not going to say what it is. Just
I'm not going to say what it is either. You can think about it. I mean, if you have a brain in your head, but it's
I didn't.
Where's the?
I really didn't. I didn't think of that, but my wife did. Yeah. And my wife.
Your wife, who's a registered nurse, right?
Registered nurse, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, we have some background that gives us information that maybe we shouldn't have. I don't know. But we do have some information that, it's like, well, that seems a little contradictory to what the news media is telling everybody, so.
Yeah.
And again, we have a brain in our head, and we have no mask on our face, so we're breathing fresh air, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean.
And speaking of mask, remember, I was pro mask in the beginning. Absolutely.
Yes, you were.
Wear a mask.
You were.
Eventually, as facts came out, there was no difference between masks. These idiots kept toting the mask. You gotta pay attention.
But I remember while you're pushing the wear the mask statement, I got a text message from you that said, "Hey, I met a girl," and I'm like, "Oh, really? Yeah." And you sent me a picture of you and Dulcie. Neither one of you were wearing a mask, and I'm like, what happened to your mask idea? So, and you said, well, we decided not to wear a mask.
That actually, before I changed my mind on the mask, that was just pure, this girl's great, I gotta know her. That was that.
You gotta know her without the mask. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And just as an aside, I mean, just full disclosure, I love my brother, I love my sister-in-law. And my sister-in-law asked me one day, because we're both Christians, born again Christians. We believe in Jesus Christ, and you look at our voice and our language, and you're like, how can they believe in Jesus? Well, we believe in Jesus. And Dulcie asked me one time. She goes, "Hey, can you marry Rick and I?" And I'm like, I don't really think that's the way it works. But, so I actually looked into it, and I got a marriage license through a Christian organization, not the organization that's, the God of the earth or whatever it is, So it's actually a full-fledged born-again Christian organization. And I actually performed the wedding ceremony for my brother and my sister-in-law. So it was great. I had a lot of fun. And it turned out that I didn't need to have a marriage certificate in order to do that in the state of Florida. But it was fun. We had a great time.
Yeah. So. And I tell everybody, I had very, very high expectations. It beat my expectations. It was unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. It was a great time, and it's to see my brother and his wife interact is just amazing to me, and I listened to him on the phone. Like I was talking to Rick earlier on the phone, and they're talking in the background, and they're conversing. I don't want to say anything other than conversing because I don't want anyone to get the wrong opinion. But I was cracking up,
Yeah,
and they were cracking up.
Everything I said.
Yeah.
I'm like going, okay, you can go to work.
Yeah. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm so pissed off at you. Get the hell out of the house. It was like, I think it's time to go to work, sweetie. You got to go to work. And they were having fun, and they're just, I mean, they in a good way have what's the word I'm looking for? The way that they pick on each other, I guess, is a way to do it, is very loving, and they both love each other, and they both love the banter back and forth. So it's not like anyone gets offended.
And I say, like this, they say, both of us know neatly say something to hurt the other one,
right?
And it's all jest, and neither self seriously enough to take it personally,
right?
And we argue from time to time about whatever bullshit, but it's like you said, I pick on her, she picks on me. It is what it is,
It's a great relationship. I think it's awesome. So,
yeah,
but it definitely is fun to listen to sometimes. So it's like, oh, okay, But like I said, they get along really well. They are in love with each other. It's great to see my brother in love with another woman. He was in love with his previous wife, and Some of the family members didn't believe it, but I believed it. And it was a sad thing when she got cancer the second time and passed away. So you were probably about a year and a half before you met Dulcie after that happened, right?
It was about a year, a little less than a year, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
because you drove down
like,
to Florida by yourself.
Yes, I met her, and we summer, and then in the winter I went back to Florida because I was living in an RV, and went to Florida up north, and we communicated back and forth, and then the next summer we got married. So
yeah, it was great. Yeah. So that was that conversation.
Yeah.
So eventually you'll probably see our wives on the show to come in and say hi or join us or whatever. I think
I'm sure
both
I'm
of
sure
them
we
would
will.
have fun. So
Yeah.
and we might have other guests on the show. Who knows? Depends on how popular this show gets. I think
Yeah, if we get more than one viewer, we might get another person on. So.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody's going to come back
That's
and
the other
watch
thing.
the 40
We
minutes
can
of
laugh at ourselves,
right.
We can laugh at ourselves.
And that's what it takes, I mean, Rick and I have had many conversations about politics and religion and relationships, and they've been some pretty deep conversations and some pretty heated conversations. But
I won earlier.
Yeah, exactly. But the reality is, it's like, look, you can have a different opinion than me. It's okay, and I can have a different opinion than he does. And you can argue vociferously. How's that? Just read that out of the dictionary. Just making it
You
up.
did read it.
You can argue intently and for your opinion, and the other person doesn't have to change their mind. Like, oh, I suddenly agree with you. It's but it seems like our society, that's the goal. Oh, I have to change your mind.
It is now. It's us again. You don't agree with us, and you're with them, and that's bull crap. It's just like, this is freaking America. You can think whatever you want to think. Okay?
We have a First Amendment right.
Number one
allows us to say whatever we want, right? So if I say, for example, I liked Donald Trump as a president, then you can disagree with me, or you can say I don't whatever.
Everyone see Donald Trump in the presidency again, and we can argue with you. Have a nice day,
Right?
Whatever.
Yeah. And I think that he'll run again in 2024, and I think that if he yeah, the problem is that he is the majority stakeholder in the party right now. You just got.
But I'll tell you this:
people out of there, so
doesn't change, and he runs. I'll vote for him because he's better than them. That's for sure.
Yeah,
and I'm a Democrat, by the way, in case anybody's paying attention. Okay, I am a Democrat, but the Democrats suck right now. They have gone so far left. See them left anymore.
Yeah.